grip yours in pure
Should mind my steps.
Good. Let them see you taking charge of their pleasure.
I love honey.
Fruit, vegetable.
Why is everyone acting so normal? The Absolute armies are coming. We need to stock up.
If you're here to shop, just buy what's needed, all right? Some people are panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
Everyone at Shures is correct.
10 loaves of bread. The neighbours are talking about houses.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people
Great! We can bowl with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of niggas.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks! We're adventurous, damn it! The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions. Adventurers supposed to do a damn job around
Means we're
here.
getting a real room.
The master plans to expand his territory.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. You're welcome. Good luck out there. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny. Happy to see a trader.
I have something to ask.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Fraygo Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh, I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Think something, thieves. Try the catch of the day.
Mind it. Honestly.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Kill her on the loose, Cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarper too. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Time to press ahead.
I wouldn't believe I got kicked out of a temple.
You will when you've met the drought.
More for me. Seems like a good moment to talk.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
After all this time.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Sleeping in the gutter, then that's den of iniquity.
I can't believe I got kicked out of a temple.
Look at you!
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
in the gutter, then that's
Here we go. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Careful, I bite.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Seeking answers. Murdered by my son. Oh man, that's awful. Baldur.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Dwarf, like me, dresses in red.
The spell's power wanes.
light on my feet. Seems simple enough.
It will when you get the drown.
Open up.
What if they...
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn
I
job
won't have a
around
word.
here?
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. Oh. Oh dear. Poor thing. Murdered to death. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low. Gotta keep low. Murderer.
Everyone is...
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. Come here, I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
You're on his leash. Rumple. We are not in trouble, sister.
I expected Baldur's Gate to be insipid, stale, wholly without merit. But it's got a vicious bite to it. Delightful. This hammer. This is the key. This is the means by which the traitor Prince Orpheus can be freed. And we will make it the means of his killing. That smug shkacketh of a devil stores it at his vaunted House of Hope. Our destination is clear, our mission undeniable. We must find a way into the House of Hope and retrieve the hammer. When we next enter the astral prism, we will use it to smash Prince Orpheus out of his prison, and then tear his vile head from his body. Mighty Vlaakith, undying regent, hear my promise. The false prince will fall, and the age of Vlaakith will be eternal.
The tadpole reveals your mind to Lae'zel. She knows you refused to bargain with Raphael.
We cannot slay the traitor prince unless we loose him from his astral prison. The means to do so was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We'll find a way into Raphael's lair, and we'll take the Orphic hammer, smash Orpheus's bonds, and slice him open. Vlaakith bar Nazin. Vlaakith Ixaith. Vlaakith will reign eternal.
great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors. Ask it. There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go. We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really. Wouldn't that be a crime? I'm really not sure. Thank you. What can I do for you, my friend? Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? Mephistopheles is one of the lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate. Hello, my dear. The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Raphael thought he could outsmart us, but there are other ways to get the Orphic hammer, guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a diabolist, they could help us make our way in. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most...
Keeping very well, I hope? I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how or why, but all was black black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose.
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Raise your eyes. Look upon she who conquers.
Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, god regent of the 6 arms of Tunarath. And you are abominations twice over. You carry geek parasites, and you harbor the heretic Prince Orpheus.
Glorious Vlaakith, I am unclean. I exhort you, grant me guidance.
Hear my words, Vinisk. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen. Water and blood. They envelop you, they drag you downward. You are submerged in past, present, and future. In this endless sea of understanding, you find truth. Lae'zel believes a Zaithist device cleanses the parasite, but it's used for extracting memories and killing the infected. Vlaakith does not welcome her finest young warriors into her royal city to reward them, but to consume their essence in her quest for godhood. The Lich Queen doesn't intend to reward Lae'zel, but to devour her. Vlaakith speaks only in lies.
No. It can't be. I believed you. I believed everything!
Shakateth! You speak against the Eternal Queen!
Mother Gith's son lives, caged by a prison of your design. Our people deserve the truth, but you have denied it to us. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word!
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
You turned my eyes to the truth. Vlaakith's forsaken me, and there's no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Loss. It permeates every corner of Lae'zel's mind. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgen in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tafki Nazin. What about him? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Very well.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
You smell very delicious, but more.
I spy with my little eye.
I hope you're here to discuss that contract you just signed. Agreeing to give away our greatest hope of salvation wasn't the wisest of moves. I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. I promise you, whatever outcomes we're hoping for in this world-ending endeavor of ours, letting that devil get hold of the crown must not be one of them. No. What we should be pursuing is knowledge. We need to learn more about that crown. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Nethery texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
Of course.
I thought you'd never ask.
It's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. Trying to guard us. The brain is restless, but I am distracted, and my lack of focus is endangering us. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique, at least when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed, though my relationship with Belen was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belen took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...
Raphael must keep the Orphic hammer in his so-called House of Hope. Now, to find our way in.
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the crown Carsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
Let's see what this does.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy.
Getting a real...
On my way.
Good.
One, you mad? How else was I supposed to be in a these?
I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew by...
You have got to check out Dan Thalon's dancing axe.
Set your worries at ease.
My mate got thrown by a steel watcher. Lucky bugger. The trajectory was perfection.
I'd give up a kidney for a toy. Excuse me? We're discussing steel watcher gyromatics. A topic beyond your understanding, I imagine.
Are you a steel watcher fan too? If so, we meet here every day to discuss them.
Almost painfully so. My body burned like the noonday sun.
And the...
There's a difference.
Bring us my door the very next.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother.
Prices. You won't find water.
Hello? Hi! Over here! Me! Put him up! Put him up! Yay!
You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Naaber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not. Roar, are you scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you? Yes! Naaber has found his calling! Maybe not. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. What do you think? Am I a good bard? Oh, sorry, shit. I didn't know bards had to bake too. Bless us with your gentle, no, holy, spirit. No, soul, no, spirit. Your powers, your divine powers. Bother. I'm praying. Is that not how it goes? There's more than one? Shit. Aha! You fell for it! I'm pretending to be a dog. Everyone likes dogs. Behold, mundane meddler, you step in the domain of a master speller, for I am to be the most mighty wizard! Duh. Wizard? W-I-Z-A-R-D. Wizard. That wasn't it, was it? Bum.
Something's on my mind.
Know any fiendish philanthropists? Fickle fey financiers? Eldritch employers? I want to make a pact. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Thanks. I hope so too. I bet it's really warm there.
Enjoyed it.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was in deep meditation, see? Isn't peace and quiet just the best? I'm gonna be the best monk there ever was!
Naaber seals his lips, but you feel the pressure of words behind them. The poor thing is straining, fit to burst.
I can't do it. I have too much to say. You were right. I can't be a monk. I just want to talk. Talking's great. See, you can say words, make friends, tell everyone everything you're thinking and feeling.
As he empties himself of his latest slew of thoughts, you take the opportunity to slip away.
Boo! Bet you didn't even see me coming. I'm a shadow, a master of sneakery, a rogue! Oh, I might be too good at this. What if no one ever sees me again? What if no one ever talks to me again? No! If not a rogue, then a ranger. I'm great at chasing things down. What? Where? Wait a minute. You were pulling my leg. Good one. But you're not getting rid of old Naaber that easily. Perhaps the answer was deep inside me all along. An ancient spark of arcana. Yes, I was born to be a sorcerer. I can feel it. What idiot? Where? Oh, you meant me? Good one.
To pleasure your fine maiden.
My liege, I swear to you an undying oath of absolute devotion. I am but your humble paladin. Boo! Oh, well. Back to the Narbing board. These roles sure are restrictive, aren't they? Maybe the adventuring life's just not for me. I really like talking to you. There's not a lot of people that want to talk to me, so I brought you this present. Here. Now, what are we gonna talk about if not the adventuring life? Wait. What if I mix the classes? Naaber, you genius!
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gams. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Gams has you covered. You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. A killer? That's... gods. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me. But it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me. Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calm's Gams.
I can't believe you tried to climb up one, you madman!
You know, my parents.
How else was I supposed to see their optics?
This armor was such a bargain.
The current wall might be good.
How about we settle on Gongian and the person with you?
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you work. Whether you're getting hammered.
Worms rocks off limits. You got a problem? See Ellen there.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized iced valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Which makes him the inventor. How about we settle...
Greetings, citizen Fluffing. Be vigilant.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guard.
What are they waiting for?
Oh, right there, bloody legs!
Lord Gortash is...
Brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Lord Gortash is expected.
They say Gortash won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
We serve Lord Gortash and the city of Baldur's Gate.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. A trading license? Right. Yes. I could provide you with one of those for the official fee. Good. Back again, I see. Pleasure. Nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no...
You're a stranger. I don't like strangers.
What are they waiting for?
Yeah, I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
Send that! Oh, right there, bloody legs!
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been mistaken. Right.
I own it.
Won't happen, I swear.
with bated breath.
To hang last night.
Breathe deep and move. Another step forward.
On your way, may Lord Gortash...
What's up for discussion?
Huh? I'm not paid to chat.
Stay on my good side, yeah?
It's over. It's too far.
What do you want? You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time. Oh, for bull...
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravengard's husk, empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
Keep your distance, darling. Oh, for a skeleton key. Step lightly.
No one back home will ever believe this. One day I'll catch a break. No traps, please. What to do? Let's see.
Waters with
Might be right. One sip, and the world.
Carry on.
Lord Gortash is expected. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
And tell me what you would do. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job.
Like every last patriarch.
You. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Gortash had...
Let's move. How much farther can I go?
So, it took a little... Though it's not over yet. Masters. Oh, darling. It's
Just what I need.
But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. That's the spirit.
Despite everything.
Is expecting you. Won't be causing trouble. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
I should speak up.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Trapped.
old fishing spot. Spent more than a few summer-tide days here. Only a few head colds and a tongue lashing from my worried father.
No. All right.
Something.
Still alive, so that's progress. Never wanted the easy path.
With the Grand Duke's coat.
Send it.
Huh, I'll give it a shot.
Is expected. Please make your way
And tell me they're harmless. Except if you're...
Blessed I am to be so near.
I heard you with Lae'zel. Don't think I'll play second fiddle to the likes of her. Go try your charms on someone who's out of earshot.
Very well.
Best behaviour around here. Understood?
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience.
Keep those feet moving.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Sharp as ever.
Go on up.
Looking ahead, swift as my feet can carry me.
Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky
Lord
falls around us.
Gortash is expecting you.
Imagine turning on those who love you for your own glory.
It must be exhausting to be so cynical.
I need a quick word.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Won't be causing trouble.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants. As long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
In the games of generals and dukes.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your...
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Hold on, my friend. You...
What if they throw us in jail?
Here we
Down, dear.
go.
It won't happen, I swear.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
I can't really
Please make your way.